Hey guys, welcome back to Behind the Screen. Today we are talking about microphones, which clearly means Aaron will be asking the questions
I'll be the
and
one
talking
today.
tonight.
Yep.
Because I know nothing about microphones.
She knows what it might look like. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, and she knows what I've told her. So,
which is not a whole lot.
Okay, so first question: is there a difference between a mic you would use for podcasting and a mic you would use for on top of your camera for recording video?
Like, technically, is there a difference? I don't know, probably. But I know that yes, like, because the camera or the microphone that I would use on my camera will plug in differently than like it would to my computer. I don't know if you were asking that or if you're asking like if there's an actual difference in the microphone itself.
Well, since you brought that up, yes. There could be different ways that the microphone hooks up to your camera or your computer or whatever recording device that you're using. Okay, so
like an iPad. What else do you record with?
Well, I mean, you've got other little recorders that you can record. Yes, thank you. Other recorders besides your camera or your phone or your computer that you can use. But anyway. Okay, so that was question number one, and the answer is yes, there is a difference between cameras you want to use, microphones you want to use for your podcast and microphones you want to use for your camera, and we'll get into those details now. So, what is a cardioid pattern microphone?
A microphone that records heartbeats.
Well,
or you use it while you're running because it's cardio.
Someone learned their Latin because yes. So
yes, you use it while you're running.
No.
I'm gonna do a podcast while I run. How funny would that be?
So it doesn't record your heartbeat, but it's named cardioid because it looks like a heartbeat. So not the microphone, but the way the microphone picks up your signal, or your voice, it looks like a little heart that goes to the microphone. So if you're holding a microphone, the polar pattern or the pickup pattern for the microphone looks like a little heart.
Interesting.
Yeah, right?
Okay.
So, and those kind of microphones are what you want to use for podcasts. So it's something that you're going to be close to your mouth.
Okay.
And it will pick up very well. But not very well for video.
Because you're further away.
Correct. So, what is a super cardioid microphone? Dum.
It's one that is super, like, you can be far away from it.
Yes, exactly. So you see the little cameras on your microphones that look like a little torpedo or something.
Mm-hmm.
Those are small versions of a super cardioid microphone because again, that little pattern. This time, it goes out like this and then comes back to the microphone. So it's picking up a very narrow but far away distance.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so is this cardio stuff, is that listed?
Cardioid.
Yeah.
Cardio is in the gym. Cardioid is for microphones.
Is that information like listed on Amazon? Like,
it should be.
Can I like look at that? Is there levels of cardioid? Like,
no,
I don't know.
There's not levels. It's either a cardioid microphone or it's not.
Okay.
It's a version of a cardioid microphone or it's not. That kind of thing.
Nice.
So, if it's not listed on Amazon, that means it's probably a cheap microphone and if it's in your price range, buy it. It'll work, but you get what you pay for. You want to look for something that says cardioid or supercardioid or something, because then you'll know that you're getting a good microphone.
Can I record a podcast with Apple headphones microphone?
Yes, because it will pick up your audio. But I wouldn't do it.
So what other, like, because there are like a million different microphones out there. Like,
only 500,000. There's only 500,000.
Whatever.
Okay, what was your question?
But are there like other things to look for in a microphone? Things that I should like avoid or look like that I need in a microphone, or like are there brands that you recommend? Like,
I wouldn't recommend brands because you need to get whatever's best for you. Something you want to look for in a microphone is the connection type that you're using. So, for instance, you use a USB microphone, which is the easiest way to get into podcasting and video recording is to get a microphone that has a USB input into it. And then the microphone you have also has like your typical microphone cable, which is helpful if, for instance, we want to use it on a camera that has that input. Mm-hmm. Now we can't. There's microphones out there that have several different inputs to it. So you need to know what your camera or computer has, and then you need to get a microphone that has that connection.
Gotcha.
So another couple things to think of is for cameras, most camera microphones are going to have batteries.
Yes, mine does.
Yes. And if you don't turn them off, you're going to go through batteries like crazy, and it's super annoying. 9 volts. And 9 volts are not cheap. But anyway, but it has to have some way to power it because the camera can't power the microphone.
Well, but my old mic used to not have batteries.
On your camera?
Yeah. The old Rode microphone didn't have batteries. It just connected.
That's right. That's right. So...
There are a few, but it wasn't as good of a microphone.
There you go. But like for like your computer, like if it's USB microphone, the USB will power how it works.
Gotcha.
So something else to think about. If you don't want to worry about batteries, stay away from batteries, or USB, that kind of thing. I hope I'm being clear.
How critical is it to have a microphone at all? Like if you're for video, obviously for podcasting we have to record it somehow. Mm-hmm. But cameras do come with a microphone. Mm-hmm. Like, can we use it, or is that like? So
this brings us into the next type of microphone, and it's called an omnidirectional microphone. So omni means
everywhere.
Everywhere. It's gonna pick up whatever is in the room. It's going to pick up your heating unit in the attic and the AC unit outside the house. It's going to pick up your dog barking across the street, someone closing their door. It's going to pick up everything.
Yeah.
And it's going to pick up you. But that's what a camera microphone is, because they're just putting it in there to say that it has audio capabilities. Yeah.
Gotcha.
They don't. You're not buying the camera because it has great audio. You're buying the camera because it has the lens you want. It has the other features that you want, but it's not because you're getting it because of audio.
Gotcha.
So
what about?
So to answer your question, it is not necessary to have a microphone because the camera has a microphone. But if you want to have good quality audio, you probably want to get something that plugs into your camera so it isolates a little bit more and gets rid of that omnidirectional pattern on your camera.
Gotcha. So what about, I think especially for podcasts, but sometimes with video, people run into like echoey noise.
Sure.
I remember one of my first microphones I had like 3 years ago. It was super echoey. And so I would like basically build a pillow fort on my desk.
Yeah.
Because I'd put a blanket down and like pillows next to my wall because my desk is really close to my wall. Mm-hmm. So is there anything besides building a pillow fort that you can help with like the echoey noise, or is
I mean, a room with carpet is better than a room with tile or hardwood floors.
Yes.
A room with some sort of decoration on the walls, or something that sort of breaks up the reflective surfaces. That's where you're getting the echo, is because there's a reflective surface that the sound is bouncing off and then coming back to the microphone. That's how you're getting that echoey sound. So as long as you're not doing it in a bathroom, there's some carpet on the floor. It's not, as long as your room's not completely hard surfaces, you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Now, like when you hear like on the radio, or if you hear, the audio in movies or whatever, don't get crazy, because they've spent thousands and millions of dollars creating these rooms that are completely devoid of these problem areas.
Because like sound recording booths have like padded like walls, right?
Yeah, and that stuff's not cheap.
That's why I see a lot of podcasters, like every once in a while they'll like, oh, I'm out of town at my family's house, and so they like record in the closet.
Yeah, and it sounds really different. Yeah,
because in the closet then there's more stuff to absorb.
There's clothes and stuff like
it's not usually as echoey.
So you could do that. You could record in your closet with all the clothes, because if you think about it, your closet has usually carpet most of the time. I mean,
I don't think I've ever seen a closet with hardwood floors.
There's some person out there, I'm sure. So it's got carpet, and then it's got clothes covering just about every surface except for the ceiling. And those clothes are absorbing the sound and not reflecting the sound. So you don't have much of an echo, if at all. So, yeah.
I like it.
Any other questions?
I think that's it.
No?
I have a lot of microphone questions because, like I said, I don't know anything about microphones. I just come to him and I'm like, I need a new microphone for...
She's like, I want to upgrade my audio. I'm like, okay. Well, how much do you want to spend?
Yeah, like literally that's always his first question.
That is numero rule uno. Because, like, I could suggest this microphone that is $300. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. But it's like, well, I've only got $100 to spend, or I've only got $25 to spend. There's a microphone you can get in your price range. And as you see an ROI on getting this microphone, you can start, you can get another one. And that's what we've done with her. So we've just steadily upgraded things, and so she'll, next couple of weeks, she's like, okay, I think I want to do something different. And it's like, okay, let's do it.
Yep. He's my audio guy.
Yep. But I see a comment that says, Aaron, just say, buy this, and put a link in the description.
Not quite that simple.
It's not.
But we do have a list of recommended tools that I will put in the comments after we're done. We have a page on our website with recommended cameras and microphones and lighting kits. Whether you want to podcast or do video, we have several tools listed. Yeah. So we'll do that.
We would be happy to work with you to get whatever you want going in the price range that you want. Yeah. Now, you do have to spend some money, but it doesn't have to be a crazy amount to get started.
Right. And it also depends, because we could say like, oh, go buy this, but then it doesn't work with your camera because of the inputs or whatever. So that's also part of why it's so hard to like, there's not a one size fits all, because everybody's going to have something different. Unless you're starting from zero, there's going to be something different for everybody. Yeah. So, sorry. Sorry. But... yeah, I think that was really good. That was a lot of microphone information.
And if I was confusing in any way, please let us know and I will clarify. Yeah,
just leave a comment. We can clarify. Maybe we'll have to do a part 2 later. That would be good. Something. Yeah. But yeah, if you have questions or you want specific help, like I have this camera, just let us know in the comments. Otherwise, we will see y'all next time.